Have you ever had a dream so big that it scared you? A dream that seemed impossible because you didn't have money, support, or the right opportunities? This is the story of a young man who proved that nothing is free, but every effort is worth it. His name was Ethan, and he was only 20 years old. He lived in a small town, surrounded by green mountains and narrow roads. The people were friendly but tired from working long hours every day. Ethan's family was poor. His father, Robert, worked at a noisy car garage, fixing engines and tightening bolts. His mother, Lily, cleaned houses from morning until night just to bring home some extra money for food. Ethan had a younger sister named Grace. She was 10 years old, cheerful, and full of energy. She followed Ethan everywhere, believing he could change their lives someday. She told him, "One day, I'll see you in your own shop." But in reality, their daily life was hard. They often worried about rent. Some months they had to choose between buying food and paying bills. Ethan tried to stay strong for his family, but sometimes he felt lost. Late one night, Ethan sat outside under the starry sky. The wind was cold, and the town was quiet. He looked up and whispered, "I want a better life, but how do I start?" The next morning, he told his father, "Dad, I want to build something for our family. I want to change our life, but it feels so far away." His father listened and then said, "Ethan, dreams are not free. You have to earn them." These words stayed in Ethan's mind. He repeated them silently as he walked through town. Suddenly he noticed something simple. People loved eating warm bread. But the nearest bakery was far away, especially for children and the elderly. A thought came to him. What if he brought the bread to them instead? What if he sold bread right in town? His heart beat faster. He could start small and grow slowly. It wasn't a huge plan, but it was a beginning. But there was one problem. Ethan had no money to buy bread, not a single coin. His savings box was almost empty again. He felt a wave of disappointment, but he didn't give up. He walked several kilometers to visit Mr. Brown, the bakery owner. Mr. Brown was known as a serious and careful man. Ethan stood in front of him and said politely, "Sir, I want to sell your bread in my town. I have no money now, but if you trust me for 1 week, I'll pay you back." Mr. Brown raised an eyebrow. "Why should I trust a young man I don't know?" he asked. Ethan answered, "Because I will work hard and I won't break my promise. Please give me a chance." After a long silence, Mr. Brown finally said, "All right, I'll trust you once, but if you don't pay me back, never come again." Ethan thanked him many times and carried the heavy bags home. The next morning, Ethan set up a simple stand near the park in town. He called out, "Fresh warm bread, please come and try some." At some first, people passed without stopping. Some whispered, "Who is this boy? Can we trust him?" Others looked at the bread suspiciously. But Ethan didn't give up. He gave away small pieces for free, smiled warmly, stayed polite and patient. Soon the smell of warm bread filled the air. Children came, followed by parents and older people. Slowly, Ethan sold every loaf by the end of the day. He carefully counted the money, kept a small part for savings, and walked back to Mr. Brown. He paid every cent. Mr. Brown nodded, and for the first time he gave Ethan a small smile. "Come back tomorrow," he said. For the next 2 months, Ethan woke up early, worked hard all day, and saved every coin. Soon he earned enough to buy a small wooden cart. With the cart, he could carry more bread and visit more streets. People started calling him the bread boy, with affection. He didn't mind. He was proud because he was building something. He was creating a better future step by step. One afternoon, a kind woman told him, "Ethan, you're good at selling, but if you learned to bake your own bread, you could earn even more and build your dream faster." The idea scared Ethan. He had never baked anything, but he remembered his father's words. Dreams are not free. He decided to learn. He went back to Mr. Brown and asked, "Sir, will you please teach me to bake? I want to grow and help my family." Mr. Brown frowned. "If I teach you, you might become my competitor," he said. Ethan replied honestly, "That might be true, but I will always be grateful to you. I will never forget who helped me start." Mr. Brown looked into his eyes and saw sincerity. "Very well," he said, "but baking is not easy. It needs patience and strength." The next morning, Ethan began learning. His hands felt heavy. His first bread came out too hard or too burnt. He stayed up late with aching arms and tired eyes, but he did not give up. He kept trying, watching, learning, and slowly his bread became soft, light, and delicious. Soon people said, "Ethan's bread has love inside." He rented a tiny shop and called it Ethan's Fresh Bakes. His sister helped greet customers. His mother made tea. The shop became a warm place for everyone. But one night a fire broke out. Tools were destroyed, walls were blackened, and the shop smelled of smoke and failure. Some people said this must be the end of his dream. Ethan felt broken for a moment, but he remembered how far he had come. He said to himself, "I started with nothing. I can start again." He moved some tools home and baked on a small scale. When people heard what happened, many offered help: flour, money, labor, love. Slowly the shop was repaired. After several months it reopened. Brighter, cleaner, better than before. On the opening day, the mayor came and shook Ethan's hand. "Your courage inspires us," he said. Ethan smiled with tears. "I've learned that nothing in life is truly free," he said. "We must work hard for success, respect, love, all of them. When we fail, we learn. When we rise again, we grow stronger." Ethan's journey touched everyone. This story teaches us that true success doesn't come overnight or without sacrifice. Every great dream requires effort, patience, courage, and sometimes failure. When we work hard with honesty and kindness, others see it. And one day, they may help us rise, just like they helped Ethan. Thank you for listening to Ethan's story. If it inspired you or helped your English, please like and subscribe for more stories